You got it? This is your sludge right here, and it is pretty thick. It's pretty thick compared to what we normally do. But I'm going to take a 500 milliliter sample. Start out here. This is 500 milliliters as it comes from your pump. Okay, so we got a flock made down here at 1/4%. This is a cationic flocculant made down at 1/4%, and I'm going to give it an 80 milliliter dose of that. That's 80 milliliters of made down flocculant. It's mostly water. Now this is the last, or this is the first test that I did. I'm going to do another one. On the first test, we had approximately 250 milliliters of water that we got out of it. And this is without diluting it, so you can see it's flocking up. Water's cleared away. Well, that's about as heavy as we like to see it, because we don't get too much mixing generally, but in this case it does appear to be mixing at this heavy material. Now I'm going to take, this time I'm going to take another sample while that's draining. I'm going to take another 500 milliliter sample. Only I'm going to just put half of it in here. Approximately half. And then I'm going to dilute it on down. I diluted this to reduce the viscosity of the sludge. So now it's thinner. Let's see how much polymer it takes to do that. I'm going to give it a first dose of about 25 milliliters of flocculant. Not quite there. You can still see, if you look at it, you can still see some fines in there. We don't like that. So I'm going to give it 20 more. That's 45 total. I'm going to give it 15 more. That's a total of 40 milliliters of flocculant, which is about half of what we use. So we're using about the same amount of flocculant as before. Now you can see we got good chunky flock, we got good water release, and we're going to see what this time we got about 250 milliliters of water with the first one. Now this is about half the sample that we had with the other, but we diluted it. So we added water. So now we're going to take that back out again. So we got about 300 milliliters of water out of it. A little different cake. No real benefit from dilution unless you get into trouble with pumping it. But I think what the dilution shows is that it can be done if you have to dilute it to get it to pump good. You can do that without increasing your flock usage much per same amount of sludge removal. That's it.